What's up, guys? We're back here with another night. Well, new night of ICC.
We get to start off with the 25% bug. Can we just start there and make this easy?
Let's get
some
stuff
out. Then it'll go every couple weeks, they said.
Yeah, that's how it used to work.
In fact, we have a minus 20% chance to dodge.
Well, that's Druid, I thought.
That's everything.
Oh, is it?
Chill of the throne on your debuffs.
So...
I think once you kill Melagro, it goes away though.
So my 60% avoidance is actually only 40%? That's what you're telling me? Get fucked.
Just dodge faster.
Dodge fast.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge an undead.
I only have 42% avoidance. Oof. That's why everything, all my gear has armor on it.
Just be a bear. Easy fix.
Alrighty.
Almost ready to go. Also have high armor, just not as much as a bear.
Bear unplayable this entire expansion, unfortunately.
Not gonna lie, I did PTR with a bear and they were really good. They're tanking.
It's tanking on hard mode, right? Like that's the issue with bear right now. They had all of TBC to be good.
About to rep farm.
But now you're gonna do the full raid.
Rep farm, let's go.
All right. So a couple quick callouts to kick things off. One, hopefully you've updated your add-ons today. There's a handful of add-ons that have updates. LVY yesterday, DBM today, I think, etc., etc. If you haven't updated your add-ons, just take a quick sec. Make sure you do that. We're gonna get full in here in a sec. Two, I just posted in Raider chat the assignments for today. If you have a second monitor, just pull that up and put it on your second monitor so you can take a look at the boss for each respective fight. We're gonna try and strike this balance of moving quickly, all normals, limited explanation, just enough to get a basic rundown of the fight. Let's keep questions to a minimum, unless you're just completely lost, and we'll try and get through things pretty quickly. If we get stuck on something, then we'll do a little bit more of a description. But the goal here tonight will be to see as much as possible, hopefully everything, and then we'll come in fresh on Tuesday and start hitting hard modes.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there a summon available?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Did you stay with the Raider chat?
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see, I see in here it's from your... Okay.
What the? Oh. I was like, what the fuck? And then switch it.
I thought I reset it on the way in, but it must not have, must have jumped through the portal too quick or something.
We shall triumph.
Okay, so one thing that I am not savvy with in here really at all is I don't have specific notes for trash packs. So if you're familiar with something, let us know. I know in these first rooms I think we want to go up one of the sides, so we'll hug right to start. But other than that, I think...
When I was doing the rep runs, they would send a rope in to start through the left side to check for traps.
Yeah.
Just because the big guys is fun.
Okay, Doc Lord, you want to head up there and see if you can check some
That's after
for
we
some
gotta kill
traps?
this
Traps?
Yeah, we gotta kill the two dams standing in the doorway before the rooks can start doing stuff.
Okay.
Darn.
The dawn.
When the dam died, they had to do a bunch of damage. So kill one.
and ranged, you can stay back then.
We do have 2 shaman.
Neither of them have.
Yeah, it's 4% haste loss. I'm just bringing up the point that is your damage worth 4% haste?
Fortunately, probably not.
The ancient skeleton soldiers in the middle have a very long aggro radius, and it pretty much, if they can see, if you can see them, they can see you, so line of sight.
Line of sighting the ancient skeletons in the middle would involve going off to the right in this next room. Is that what you're
and just
suggesting?
make sure that the pillars are between you and them.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the group on the right back to the door. Everybody gets killed here.
And you want to prioritize the servants of the throne.
So
Good pull. Good pull.
I got a mark on it. Oh, can't get out of the room.
They are leashed to the room. You have.
All right, let's move up and move right.
Yep. Tusk.
Bum rush them.
Tuck.
Hard curve onto the right. Pull first, then we can AoE.
You want the middle pulled now?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you gotta pull it usually.
Either way, you have the line of sight. Again, grab
Yep. Gonna grab the middle.
While we're clearing some of this trash, we'll just get a couple other quick updates for loot tonight. I think we talked about this before, but just a reminder, tonight's loot is going to be all MS over OS +1. If you haven't already, get your loot list in. All of the information you need to know is in resources. Phil did a great job with his write-up, so I won't parrot any of that. Just go read it and get your loot list in. If you need help, I'm available. I don't have work tomorrow. I'm available all weekend. I'm just gonna be playing a bunch of WoW, so if you want help with your loot list, just hit me up, or any of the other officers. I'm sure they'd be happy to help as well. In terms of Shadowmourne, we announced Imporcio for first Shadowmourne. He's been kicking ass already this phase, grinding out what he needs to get his Shadowmourne, so thanks for putting in the work, man. Appreciate you doing that right out of the gate. And for the follow-on Shadowmourns, I know, loot list prioritization of your weapons and whatnot, you probably want to take into consideration your place in the Shadowmourne list. So we talked quite a bit about what order in which the Shadowmourne distribution should happen. And we're gonna go Lintok second and Nerzel third, and we're gonna get which leaves Roxy as the as kind of like the lone ret / warrior that would really be gunning for it. So Roxy's gonna get the second Shadow's Edge, so he gets that a little bit earlier. And then the third Shadow's Edge, fourth Shadow's Edge will go to Lintok and Nurse respectively, so they can get that before the Shadowmourne comes out.
Tuck in here, and you can line of sight everything.
Yep.
Off to the right.
Tuck in behind the wall.
All the way up against the wall. Not an easy choice on those Shadowmourns. Roxy's been like super solid with attendance since he joined the roster. Nurs, of course, has been filling in for Vil since Vil stepped away as GM, and Lintock's been with this crew since day one of Classic. I think he might have even been one of the teaser
Going
guys.
back.
You could let the rogue scout here too, a little
There's
bit.
only 2 pieces.
Those skeletons will periodically walk back and forth, I think.
Wait here. Tanks will pick it up. Since Kisser was raid leading, nice. Yeah, so like, in all of that time, Lintock hasn't seen any of the oranges. So I appreciate all you guys, and it's never an easy choice. That goes for benching too. I had to let some people know ahead of time that they were going to sit tonight. We were able to pull one in, but just generally speaking, over these next couple weeks, I know excitement will be very high for ICC. We've got a really healthy roster right now with 28 total, and a 29th coming in relatively soon from the looks of it, probably, maybe. Which is a perfect spot for us to be in, given the fact that we don't have full attendance. That does mean, though, that we're going to have to ask people to sit on occasion. And
Straight line, boss.
Yep, straight through this, right in the middle. Get in the middle, Zaramuk, like straight down the center of the room. There you go. So thank you in advance for your flexibility. I know it's a bummer if you get asked to sit for a week, but appreciate you guys being flexible to make sure we can maintain a healthy roster.
Watch out for whirlwind, breakout spikes. That's it.
Alright, so for Marigar, the basic upgrade, basic overview here is we're gonna lust just as soon as we get positioned as we move forward. So tanks, you're gonna tank Marigar basically in the center of that little circle thing. Basically underneath where he is now. Everyone except the hunters and the healers are going to stack up toward the middle, near the boss. Hunters, you're going to be on the outside edges, and healers, you're going to loose spread around the outside of the circle. I'll throw out a couple more smoke flares. Grim, you'll be off to the left side, max range on the outside. Froyo, you'll be off to the right side, max range off to the right side. Raintree, you can just be on Froyo's side, just a little bit further in. He has a tendency to go to the furthest people, so that's the idea behind the hunters being far outside. Basic encounter is healers. Bone Storm is the most important part of the entire encounter, so just make sure you're blowing your healing cooldowns during that phase. We have some Bone Storm cooldowns on the RT note, which I just pushed. Tanks, the boss is tauntable, so position him in the center of the room and do not move him. After Bone Storm ends, you want to make sure you taunt him back and get him back into the center of the room. Once you've got him settled, then don't move him. And DPS, don't touch fire and break out the spikes. If somebody gets spiked, then we break them out. We're just gonna go with that for, oh, sorry man, some of this is autofill. I'll have to fix some of that stuff. Roxy, you're gonna cover the second Bone Storm where it has Lintock on Aura Mastery. That'll be you.
So second Bone Storm? Okay.
Yep. Alright. We'll do a quick ready check. So again, there's 2 phases in this fight. The first phase, that's where we're all gonna get positioned in the boss. There's fire on the ground that is random, and people get randomly spiked. Tanks, you need to face the boss away from the DPS. DPS, you want to be behind the boss. There's a cleave, so you guys both want to be eating that cleave. And then in phase 2, he'll just spin around the room, and we just got to avoid it. If he's spinning near you, then run away. Run away from the boss and run away from the fire.
Hey, Ken.
You good?
Good,
Zach?
good. It's going good, dude.
Yeah.
We're lusting on full, right?
About 5 seconds in. Once everything's settled.
Okay. You got a 15-second timer?
Yes.
Did I
Yeah,
miss
for
a
sure.
cookie as well?
No, you didn't miss the cookie. Thank you. And health stones, I'm not gonna call them out tonight on every boss unless I remember. I may forget on some of the bosses. So there's a tab for it, Dust, for us to. I don't have it in the notes right now. So there's a Soulstone assignments tab in that sheets for this. Dust, which you'll be on plate mate. And I will Soulstone gather.
Let's do it.
Alright, here we go. Nice tight stack behind the boss. Get toward the middle of the room.
Less.
Spike on Zerima. Break out the spike. Passive cleave should break those spikes that are near us, but keep an eye on the spikes that are near the healers. Healers, you can verbally call out your spikes. Nobody else should need to verbally call out their spike. Bone storm soon. Get ready to move. Alright, let's spread. Him in, DSAC. Oh, playmate, you want to stagger that DSAC next time after Kimmon's ends.
Don't be standing in that circle.
Alright, now we're gonna regroup.
Start cleaving.
Just make sure you stay behind the boss. Spikes. Break the spikes.
Gonna need help on the right one over here.
Ranged, help with that spike. Melee, you shouldn't need to run out to it. The range can take care of those. Spread out. Alright, reposition. Get behind the boss. Nicely done. That fight will be on Heroic next week. It's not any different really on Heroic. The fires last longer and the spikes last longer. The spikes
Ooh.
may have more health. I don't believe they do. It's possible though. And I think he travels in Bone Storm for a little bit longer duration. But other than that, there aren't any additional mechanics. On to Lady Death Whisper we go. Pretty decent PvP weapon, I imagine.
Can I take a second to mail myself some meds?
This is a really good PvP weapon.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question, Kister.
Can I log to an alt to mail myself some meds?
Yeah, go ahead. This is.
I don't remember how this room pulls, but I'm just gonna start by pulling.
Just two sides. Two sides.
It's two sides, yeah.
Just kind of pull back and try and isolate that a little bit.
They social, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they changed to the room.
Kim and DSAC. Then talk to DSAC.
Utterly.
Okay, grabbing the other side.
Late main DSAC. I imagine we need to pick up these high priests on the left and right.
Yep.
Facing away, if I remember right.
Then Talk will have you go tank for this.
Yeet.
Grabbing the other side.
Did everyone
Alright.
take a look at that Excel sheet?
Yeah, for sure. So the Excel sheet has positioning for all of the group. Basically, we're gonna have Kimmin on the ads on the right, and we'll have it suggests
That's a tank ring.
That is a tank ring.
Damn, we're getting.
Going down the mailbox, if anyone needs one.
cool. All right, so we're gonna want to pick up the ads and cleave them toward the boss. So I suppose since we have 3 tanks, Lintalk, you can just pick up the ads on the left, and Trind can pick up boss. And then for positioning the ads, just pick them up and then bring them toward the center of the room. Hunters, let's keep a frost trap down in the center of the room and help with Mr. X. Raintree, you can focus Mr. X on right side. Grim, focus Mr. X on left side, and then Froyo, if you can float and try and misdirect if you see a stray. to help cover. What, be it right or left, that would be really helpful.
Who should I be misdirecting it to?
If it's right, you're going to Kimmin, and if it's left, you're going to Lintok.
They should alternate, and I think left side's first.
They alternate in not.
Oh.
Yeah, 25 you split.
10-man just comes out of one side, but that's okay. We don't need to get that specific with our overview. We're just gonna do a quick ready check and get into it. For the other encounter mechanics, we're not going to be damaging her health bar in phase 1, so you won't see her health going down. We're instead damaging her mana bar. So once that mana bar hits 0, she'll go into phase 2. So we basically just want to clean up ads before we transition into phase 2. So we'll try and call for stopping DPS until ads are dead, and then once ads are dead, we'll push it into phase 2.
I just want to double check. You said Lintok left side, but you have on the assignments me left side / boss.
Yeah, I changed that. That way you weren't having to manage both boss and left side on the opener, since we're all unfamiliar with this stuff. So he'll pick up ads on left, and you can just snap thread on boss. Here we go.
No, it's not.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In phase 2, if you forget anything in terms of mechanics, do not let the purple ghost touch you. The only thing that matters is that you do not let purple ghost touch you. Thanks, pick up these ads, bring them toward the center. We want those frost traps to be kind of at the boss's feet.
Get out of green, get out of green.
This green is death and decay, just get out of bad.
Mind control.
Watch your cleaves. We just want to cyclone the mind control targets, fear mind control targets. That's all that it needs.
Mass Dispel does not work. God, this is awesome music.
Healers and DPS, you can kind of be toward the center. That way, if you start DPSing and get some initial threat, it's easier for the tanks to pick the ads up as they gravitate toward the center. Pallies, if you want to heal with Righteous Fury on, you can do that. Just be kind of right behind the boss. Folks with natural cleave, just make sure you're not killing your friends.
Hey, PS on Lintok.
Cyclones.
Lintok can hit hard.
Decurses. That curse of torpor. We need decurses from our mages and druid on that.
Take this blessing and show these intruders a taste. Master's power.
You can dispel silence.
Alright, if we can push her now while we have no ads, this would be great. She's pretty low, so just push. Move out of that death and decay. Oh, we've got ads. Stop DPS on boss. Focus on ads. She might get transitioned just purely based on dots, but yeah, she did. Let's finish up these ads. Save the battle res for now, just in case things go awry with healers. We'll pick up Imporcio once we get stabilized. Move out of death and decay. Kim and D-Sack. Dorg, pick up Imporcio. Careful with your cleaves, careful with your cleaves. I think you can bubble out of mind control if I'm not mistaken. No? Okay.
Damn it.
Alright,
We're gonna save our second battle res just in case for healers. Those purple ghosts, that's what we're talking about. That thing cannot touch you no matter what.
We lost.
I'm not sure if I love or hate the weak or.
We'll lust at 30%.
Yeah, I want to change that sound.
Honk honk. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Lost or no?
Yep, lust now. Nice work. That fight is considerably harder on Heroic. We'll probably skip that fight next week on Heroic and just knock it out on normal again. There are a handful of other fights that are a little bit easier to knock out on Heroic in here. Keep it moving.
Oh, wait for me. Don't go up. Don't go up.
There are worse things than getting
No, guys.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Keep the tank gear coming.
Okay, whoa, do we have tanks? Do we have DPS?
Smell you later.
Just, yeah, careful with the mobs here.
Don't move too far forward. Let the tanks pick them up.
You missed the elevator boss the first time. Just run back to the portal and watch back here. You go towards the elevator.
Plate mate DSAC.
Rip. What's that deep voice? We gotta go to the right. This isn't a lift, yo.
It's the lion's left, right?
Yeah, we're headed right.
Yeah, we gotta go this way.
What the?
I like the request of the frost giant.
So we all accept that quest, right?
Yeah, this is the weekly chest that gets you extra badges.
Yeah, that must be the weekly. It's good. The frost giant should just be right past the road, I believe.
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Do we get hellstones before this next guy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
This is probably my favorite fight.
What?
It's so much fun just to like be in the air.
So there's a macro in the tab for gunship that is pretty handy for moving around on the using your jetpack.
I think it's got a tail swipe.
It's just a simple /use at player goblin rocket pack macro. It's nothing fancy.
This is my first time here, so it's like.
You and me both, brother. Outside of PTR stuff.
Oh, okay, I sold it at like 110.
That doesn't count.
Walk.
Last time I was here was like 2009 or so.
Thanks, Roxy.
Actually, this came out.
This way, this way.
It was somewhere around there.
Head off to the right. You're going up the ramp and onto the ship.
We're not gonna get the A-bomb.
You gotta kill the rotting frost giant up here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Badges.
I knew that.
Why?
Yes.
Oh, they don't know that you can mount here yet, so I'm just gonna keep this We keep this a secret.
I guess nobody bought the reviews on the PTR.
Quest wasn't there the week we did it.
I mean, it would make sense to have that.
Oh, that giant. I thought it was like after the fight.
Does this guy count as a boss if we lost and it resets?
No.
No.
Prepare Bill for a
I
night.
got it.
So lust now then?
Yes.
I don't think you need lust on boat. So.
Yeah, there's
Alright, back up to this ship behind us, correct?
the giant.
Oh, that wasn't what you guys were talking about?
Yeah, giant's over here.
He just padded to this little alcove.
Oh, I see.
Can you guys give me like 10 seconds?
No, no.
Yeah, we won't pull gunship into your back proxy.
No, they're running cross giant for the daily, for the weekly.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's wait to pull.
I totally forgot about that. I would have just ignored it and kept dealing with lag. For some reason I like hate this going through it. I'm doing it right now.
Dokler.
He's coming.
Cash, back up. Everyone back up.
Dokler, are you in Discord?
Looks like he's
Offline.
offline actually.
I'm gonna keep your roll, Dorg. I'm gonna wait till Dokler comes on and see if he wants to roll on him.
No problem.
He said his internet blew up. He's resetting his router right now.
Are we waiting?
Yeah, we're gonna wait.
Fair and get it. Sorry about the misroll on the other chest. There was lots going on.
Fuck it. Might as well roll a giant.
Alright, man. It's in the, I can post it in Raider chat too. I think it's, yeah, here we go. It's on the gunship tab of the assignment sheet that I posted in Raider chat. Yeah, it's in Discord in the assignment sheet in Discord, that like Google Sheet stock I posted. But that's all the macro is. I just put it in raid chat in game as well. It's pretty simple.
Are you gonna keep this exact same spreadsheet every week then? We can just keep it open?
Yeah, the bookmark will stay the same. So if you want to bookmark this, the link will never change. I'm gonna update the assignments, of course, but yeah, we're gonna keep the same document.
Dokler, did you want to roll on shoulders?
Sure.
Guys, still clear?
So for gunship, we'll make good use of this time while we're waiting for Roxy to get back in. Basically, this fight is more of an event than it is a boss. The fight just has one phase. The NPC will offer us a jetpack, so everyone will talk to the NPC before the fight, and that allows you to fly to the enemy ship. There will be a handful of folks that are assigned to be the gunners, and that's the core mechanic of the fight. So we have to destroy the ship by using the gunship cannons. And so the people that are on the gunship cannons are the MVPs of the fight here. The rest of us will be using our jetpacks to go over. So the tanks will go over first to pick up the mini boss dude. And then we will go over after. So tanks, you're looking for Muradin or Sarafang, and then the rest of us will be going over to kill the sorcerer / battle mage.
Back up.
Back up, back up, back up.
Gonna come to the stairs.
Come back down to the circle on the bottom of the stairs.
Proxy.
Move it up.
The Oni mount looks like it's chained to the ground. funny that he
Nigel, I
can't
have to say,
fly.
I thoroughly actually hate you.
Oh man.
What did I do?
I have ran Ani every week on retail since that raid came out.
Alright, let's go.
So never fucking seen a drop once.
Oof.
Summoning Roxy to get
Oh,
us
he's here, he's here, he's
Roxy's
here.
still here with us. Alright, let's roll. I have no comments about mechanics on this guy. I assume he's just a tank and skin.
I believe so, if I remember this correctly.
He has a lot of HP.
Yeah, no joke.
It's like mini Hodier.
What?
Nigel just lost.
That plague shit. Yeah, because we don't need it on loot shit.
Good general, good plague.
Dorg,
You're
pick up
supposed to
Dockler.
go into the ads down there. Yes, was.
Oh yeah. That is a thing.
Gather, pick up Dockler. Gather, pick up Dorg. Sorry. And Dorg, pick up Dockler. Or Wasabi.
Wait,
Which
wait,
ad?
down here.
Yeah, they ain't here anymore.
Well then keep it in a fixed position. Quit moving it.
Well, I was trying to move them to it.
Plague again.
Pass on the plate. You gotta pass it on, otherwise it just kills you instantly.
What?
Yeah, you gotta run over people.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I think it does escalating damage, right? Kimmin, come run over top of me.
I can't get it again.
Someone that can get it,
gotcha.
run over top of me.
What the fuck?
Cannot block it off.
You just stand next to him, it pops.
Okay, well.
That's an interesting mechanic. I've never seen that before.
So I'll stand next to Crits since he has Deathblade. We're just soaking it, I guess.
Yeah, there's no choice.
Gather, try and help with heals if you can.
Normally yes, Cash. I would not today. Because of the list.
Well, it's gonna be a wipe anyway.
I think he has enough HP. You can run back safe.
We have no healers.
Got you.
Fight it.
With this few people, I think we'll run out of hosts anyway.
The,
Juan's point, that is good practice for biting innocents.
the real first boss.
I mean, we did almost name the guild wipes on trash.
Yeah, this was not part of the plan. I did not even know this thing existed.
Is there a way that he could like tank him up against the wall so he's not like constantly getting pushed back and moving the boss? Kind of keep him in a stationary spot.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to minimize the movement, I think. It's a good idea.
I think we just, from what I remember on this one, is you just stack up and then just AoE heal.
No, if you read the debuff, if the plague expires without jumping to someone, if you just die.
Oh.
Right, but if we're all stacked, wouldn't it jump to someone?
It'll jump to everyone.
It's gonna jump to everybody. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah.
And you get
okay.
So I think
you get a debuff for 30 seconds where you can't get it again.
Okay, cool. So we'll just make sure that one and only one person is near the person that has the plague. And just situational awareness is key. We're not going to set up an assignment for all 25 of us, but for today we'll just, and I assume this should be sufficient moving forward as well.
You
we'll
can
just
mount indoors too.
make sure that we stand near someone with the plague if they have it. So ranged, loose spread toward the back, melee, loose spread near the boss, When you see someone has plague, spread out. We need one and only one person to volunteer. A good vocal call out would be helpful. Just something short and sweet. You know, I've got it.
Suggestion might be just to call out a random name, like your favorite person that is not a tank or healer. They'll come over to you. Next one's
That may get tricky if that person isn't anywhere near the person that gets plague.
We have like 15 seconds or something.
Oh, do you? Is it pretty long?
Yeah,
oh,
it's,
okay.
As long as you see it like right away when you get it, don't call. Just when there's 1 second.
Okay, cool.
Can't you just pair it up? That way you jump back and forth.
That's a good idea.
But I still had it and I died. You have to pass it to more than one?
The pairing up issue is that you get a 30-second cooldown.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess you can't get it twice within 30 seconds.
All right, here we go. We'll just stick within your group. So if you get it, look to a name in your group and call that name. And just keep a mental note of who in your group you've heard their name called recently. That should be sufficient for us to get through this. We don't need to over-engineer a plan for this guy. I don't think he was nearly dead, even though we kind of screwed the pooch on our understanding on the opener there. So we should be okay. Just call out a name of someone in your group, and that person will help cover. Keep an eye on your own debuff. If your name is called and you see you have your debuff, then just call another name to cover for you. Okay, we're good. Move up to the stairs so I know you're ready. Got a couple people in the back there still.
I'd get two above.
Cool. Let's roll. Range 8 would be nice. So you know you're away from folks. Just pull him back a ways back here and then get up against a wall, I think.
Playmate's got it.
Triceratops cover, platemate.
Porcio has it.
I didn't know anyone what it was.
Rumplements cover Porcio. If you're not Rumplements, move away from Porcio melee.
Zug and Quesky have it. And well, all the melee.
Kimmon's on top of me.
It's on Chanterelle. Gather's got me.
It's on Roxy.
Braintree has medics.
Somebody come get it from here.
I have it on me.
Guess who's got it?
Fire, just run.
Somebody.
I got Nigel. I got. Oh, never mind. What's Sabi's got?
You got it?
Oh
Still didn't pass to one person.
my God. That's crazy.
The hardest boss.
Dude, what the heck?
It's on Chanterelle. Nigel.
I can get it in 4 seconds.
I'm dead.
Okay, you're good.
Running next
so-
to one person definitely wasn't popping it.
This will be a wipe. We don't have enough. So melee, the tricky thing about this is you cannot ignore the call out. If there's a melee that has it, you don't have a choice. You have to spread. What happened there is we had all of the melee get the plague applied, and so we were way behind from the beginning. What is the reward for this, you guys? Badges? How many?
Badges.
50 gold.
50 gold and 10 frost emblems, I think.
Yeah, 10 badges.
I think you have a chance to get a BOE from it too, don't you?
Based on what I'm hearing, this sounds like a skippable thing.
Yeah,
But
It is.
should probably just come back to it if we want to attempt it some more at the end of the night and push through. Because the more time we could collect 10 badges from 5 boss.
Yeah, let's just move on. I'll work out a. That's a good idea, one. We could just have a fixed position where the person runs.
Looks like that's been working a lot better.
Yeah,
Not
that's
necessarily
a
a
good idea.
fixed position, but you just. It looks like maybe 2 people are gonna get it at once. Like if we do it right and we don't pass it on to more than 1 person at a time. Range was pretty well spread out, so just go out there, pick someone, go stand next to them.
Yeah, and if a melee has it, they need to run out rather than the rest of the melee reacting. Be a lot easier.
Automatically put it on.
Not great turkeys yet. They still have the debuff.
Yeah, we'll work out a strategy for that next week for sure.
It changes week to week. Maddox, I just sent you the comments of how to do that.
Okay, cool.
Visit
Thanks,
later.
man.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I didn't even know that existed. I would have been a little bit more prepared for that.
If I remember right, this is the most obnoxious one out of the 5 you can get.
Oh, there's 5 different ones. That's cool.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 different ones you can get.
I'm gonna see if I can still jump all the way to the top.
Okay, so for the
Got up here.
gunship, you can talk to the gentleman up at the top here. It's the High Overlord Starfang that gives us the jetpack. Is that correct?
It's the
The
goblin.
goblin.
Oh, the goblin. Okay. Goblin over to the left. So grab your jetpack from the goblin on the left. Just speak to the dialogue thing. It will give you an item that will end up in your chest slot, or just below your chest slot in your shirt slot. That shirt slot item, you can drag and drop it to your action bar to be assigned to one of your keybinds, or you can just use the macro that I mentioned earlier.
Also, you can't use anything that changes your character model, like Deviant Delay, Noggin Fogger, etc., or the jetpack will not work.
I'm still waiting on the elevator here. Almost there.
You can use
You
the
know you can
teleporter.
take the teleporter.
There's a teleporter right at the.
Get a summon out for you. It ends up being faster. Oh, I can't use that here.
Kimmon's staying on the boat, and am I jumping?
You guys are both jumping, if I'm not mistaken. I don't
Someone
think
has
there's
to
anything.
stay on the ship. There's ads that come out, the tank on the ship. 2
Okay.
portals open, if I remember correctly, and ads will come out and start attacking.
Yeah, only one.
Cool. Trend, you can jump over. Kim, and you can stay here. And pick up
Guys. Sorry.
anything on this side. Sorry, Dorg, are you still trying to figure out how to get up here?
I'm here now. Where's the goblin for the jetpack?
Yeah, it's star. There's a fish feast on the ground if you haven't eaten your food yet. Alright, let me get the RP started. For soulstone assignments, Dustwitch, you can soulstone Kimmin. You already have, nice job. And then for the gunship cannons, The cannon folks are going to be Chantrell, Nerzel, Rumplements, and Crits and Bits. Chantrell on left, from left to right, Chantrell, Nerzel, Rumplements, Crits and Bits.
Is crits in a cannon? Okay, oh,
Where's
that
the backpack light, guys? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to equip it.
It
looks
auto
like a
adjusts
musket.
if you have the add-on.
I got it, guys. The Goblin Rocket Pack is on your character pane. So if you have, just open up your character model, you'll see it just below your chest. It's in the shirt slot. You can drag that onto your action bar. Yep. You got it. For next week, you can get the macro created if you want. Alright, here we go.
You see that, Zug?
What?
We're Healers are standing on this boat, so don't run to the far side of the other boat.
Yeah, I know. I have to tank the guy at the edge of the boat.
Okay. Cool.
So the on use for that guy is a it's a oh, actually, you know what, the Goblin Rocket Pack macro looks to be something different, but the on use effect just makes you jump, and you want to use that jump to be able to jump over to this other ship. We're gonna wait for the tank to jump over first, and then we're gonna jump over after the tank. The tank is going to pick up.
I go now, right? Or
Portal's over here spawn.
Or did I wait for the boss?
You wait for the boss to spawn. Once the boss spawns, then we go.
Yeah, this is, see all the ads, that's where the balance is.
Healers, you just want to keep. Okay. Here we go. Now we're gonna jump. They just froze the guns.
Yep. Yeah, everyone kills the one chick. I just tank the battery. And jump back over. Crossing.
York battle res crits.
Did you fall off?
It's not the other, you can't reach him from here. I have to
Yeah,
jump back over.
you're out of luck.
Gather will cover the cannon from here on out.
Okay. Get ready to jump. Melee. Cross.
You're looking for Muradin. Bronzebeard is the boss that's getting picked up.
Yeah, I have it. They're on the right ad. Everything's going good.
Jump back over.
Crossing back. Okay, get ready to cross.
Jump.
And DPS, the one in the middle called Skybreaker Sorcerer, is the one you're looking for.
God, I forgot that was
On normal.
pretty much the same fight on heroic.
On Heroic, the only difference here is that the rockets thrown at your ship will knock you back, which can be a little bit troublesome when you're trying to jump across. And then Muradin, the guy that Zug is tanking on the other side, He will have a stacking buff.
He still has it. It just stacks quicker.
We gotta get
Yeah, we definitely could have gotten
See you
it.
guys later.
Wait, what?
We didn't make it.
Guys, no.
I'm on the bad ship.
We can teleport it back if I remember.
What happens?
The sacrifice we had to make.
See you guys. Someone jumped off. We jumped off.
I went through a loading screen and now we're outside the instance. We're outside the instance.
No, because I can't
just
fly.
enabled another transporter.
Yep,
so
I
we can-
can't fly.
Yeah, we need a
We will need
summons.
summons.
When you walk into the instance, there's a teleport that you can use, and there's a new teleport location that will bring you directly to us. We cannot lock summon you where we're at right now, so you can just teleport up when you.
Well,
when you're
we
able.
have to commit Sudoku then.
So yeah.
It's so far down.
That's what she said.
No.
Going down, down.
Oh, she said it was so deep in.
No.
Alright, so for Deathbringer, this one has a little bit more specific positioning, so we're going to try and do this quickly. Take a look at the Deathbringer Sarafang spots on the tab on the Google Sheets doc. The assignments that you're looking for are your Flesh Beast assignment and your range healer positioning. So ranged healer, this is where positioning for you is far more critical. Melee, of course, you're in melee range. But I've assigned most, if not all of you, to specific spots. One quick adjustment. There we go.
Shout out to Maddox for the absurd amount of work.
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
We ready for the 10-minute RP?
I don't think
actually-
it's 10 minutes. It's long, but I want to make sure we get positioned.
I'm still unsure as to where I am.
So take a look at the sheet. The first thing that we'll look at is ranged healer positioning. It's H1, H2, H3, and then R1 through R8. That's just healer 1, 2, 3, and range DPS 1 through 8. And then you can look at the image on the left, and you'll see those same indicators on that map. And so the healers are already in their positions because they're freaking awesome. And then R1, for example, Zaramuk, you're going to be off to the left, sort of where that first flare is, to that left side. Keep an eye on loot. Wasabi's doing some loot. Broyo, you're going to be just inside of that flare off to the left side as well. Chantrell is
Not yet,
already in the
not yet, buddy.
position.
Just on Sarafang right
Nigel,
now.
yeah, you don't have a spot, so where you're at is fine. If you're a healer and you don't have a spot, then you'll just be with melee. And actually, Platemate and Kisser, you two want to be... No.
That's a crazy
That's
necklace.
today. I think you actually want to be on the far outside and be healing with Righteous Fury on foot. With that closer inside position, I think that's a good idea. So we'll keep assignments where they're at right now. Zaramuk, can you move over to the left side in your spot? Where the flare is over to the left? Zeramuck, can you hear me, bud? Is he in disc?
Hey, Zerma.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Like, can people like be at their desks? Like, damn. Fuck.
Thanks, Crits. Appreciate it, bud.
If I remember correctly, we want Flash Kisser and Playmate to beacon first people to need correct?
Yeah, so basically we're gonna have Platemate beacon the first marked target, and Kisser will beacon the second marked target, and just continue healing the raid. And then oh, okay, cool, you're good now. Come over to the left side here where this flare is right now. This is your position. Okay, so ranged is all in their position from the looks of it at a quick glance. You are going to stay in that position. The only time you move from that position is if you need to knock back a beast. We'll get back to the healer thing in a second, but here's the general overview of the fight. The basic mechanics of the fight are pretty straightforward. It's a one-phase fight, same thing throughout, with an enrage at 30%. So we're gonna wait and lust at 30%. Being close to others will empower the boss faster, which is why we have this loose spread. That spread is important. And the ads that spawn that you're assigned to, you want to DPS the far side ads. So Zeramuck, Froyo, you guys are DPSing the ads that spawn on the right side, which are basically number 4 is your assignment. And then the inverse is true for folks on the right side. So Gather, you can see on the assignment sheet, your Flesh Beast assignment is number 1. So that'll spawn on the left side of the boss. So you're DPSing the one that's on the far side from you. Single target DPS, they have a 95% damage reduction to AoE. Big single target. We have to kill those before they get to you. You cannot let them touch you. There will be a blood boil that gets applied to targets at random. So when blood boil gets applied, Pallies, you're gonna bop it if it's on a Clothy. So Kisser first, Kim in second, Lintock third, Platemate fourth, Roxy if we get a 5th, and then we get the 5th one because we're awesome and we have 5 Pallies. The basics of the mechanic is that it's just DPS the boss, and then as soon as those ads are out, we high prio on the ads. Healers, you absolutely cannot let someone die if they have the mark. You'll see them marked on your raid frames. So just make sure that they are your number 1 priority. Platemate, you're gonna beacon the first mark. Kisser, you'll beacon the second mark. Platemate, you're gonna heal into the 3rd mark. And then Lintock, you'll DI the 4th mark. And then Roxy, you will DI
that's crazy.
You mean D-sack?
Nope, I don't.
I hate that, but alright, I'm in.
Yeah, right? So you're gonna DI... yeah. We'll soulstone you guys so we can get you back up on this. Rather than the tanks. Dust, the soulstone assignment on this has us on Kimmin and Trind. We're gonna swap it to why don't you use soulstone Lintock and also stone Roxy. And when we're down a Ret, we'll even go as far as to have Kimmin DI one of these targets too. when he's not tanking. So we'll get into that later. Okay, quick ready check, and then we're gonna get it going.
Sorry, I'm still unsure as to my location.
If you're not assigned a location, then you are in the middle, standing on top of melee.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dork.
Your note said except for Firo and Brooks for 5. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and I don't actually.
This blood beast kill is
I
gonna
don't
be
remember
fucking
why
pissed.
that is.
Is it just beyond 5? I guess.
Test.
Yeah.
Microphone's
No,
not open
I
yet.
think the reason for that is you guys may just pump into the boss and keep single target DPSing the boss. But that for normal, why don't we just have you guys help focus the number 5 to help get it down quickly? That's not a bad idea. And Dust Witch, you can just dot up both of the flesh beasts that you're assigned to. Single target dots on both. Okay, here we go.
I like the 15-second pull timer for the 10-minute pull timer.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. That's right. I think I talked to Overlord back here.
Yeah, don't forget the pre-pot. Your pre-pot.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, only got a minute 30 before.
Pee break.
Bro, do you not have your raid bucket? Come on.
No, I got a KFC fucking.
More hot pockets.
Put your catheter in. Yum.
Also, well, hello there.
There he is.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
You gonna come hang out with us on Tuesday next week?
Yeah.
Nice. So, like, earlier we needed someone to suck goo, and we didn't have anyone to do it. Who would you like to suck goo?
Dibs.
I'm gonna roll 1 through 25. Hold on. Whoever's number 8 on your 8 rings.
Looks like that's Roxy.
Yeah, that's Roxy.
No, he sucks the best goo. Oh my god.
Why do
Oh,
I get paid?
they call him the Dirt Devil.
I mean, Roxy sounds like he's maybe a little aged, probably missing some teeth, good suction on it.
Listen, all my teeth actually.
12 seconds.
You can make that good seal.
All right, focus
Rock and
up. Boss time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You need to army now if you're gonna army at all. Later in the fight, you are not able to army. Forgot to mention that earlier. Grim, can you actually back up a little bit and see if we can squeeze both of us in here? Can't let those blood beasts touch you. Back on Sorfing. Should have a 13-yard range check up on your UI. Just make sure you don't have anybody in that 13-yard range.
Two, 1.
Blood Beast. Back on Seraphine. Blood Nova. It looks like we haven't. I'm having a tough time seeing who He's getting the Blood Nova applied to it. Mark on Dorg.
I see it well.
2, 1.
No, that mark is the first mark, so Platemate should have his beacon on Dorg right now. Blood Beast. We want a Frost Trap down on top of the boss, please. Any one of you hunters is fine, you can go do it and then run back to your position. Let's just make sure we keep the Frost Trap up. And gather after they exit the Frost Trap, then try and use your Typhoon. Same with you, Zaramuk, with your Thunderstorm.
2, 1.
Alright, Pop Lust. Blood Beasts. If you're gonna use Thunderstorm, just make sure it's in front of them so they get knocked back into the Frost Trap. Alright, that's mark number 2 on Rain Tree. Kisser, that's your beacon.
2, 1.
And Kisser, can you bop, they're all busy.
Oh, taunt back, taunt back, taunt back. Taunt back,
Kisser, bop crits.
taunt back.
He's not taunting, it's not saying.
Well, Kimmin, you could respond with something so he knows it.
I try to have 2. I don't know why he wouldn't switch.
Don't go too far.
Probably because I taunted.
Don't go too far.
Second,
Don't.
Because I heard taunt and it went before the blood went off. So.
Great job, guys. Nice work.
Don't go when the gases
like
are.
slow swords are good.
So that gas will kill you. Just time the gas a little bit. There's a couple different gas locations. Once you see that one, you can move just in front of it, and that'll get you in front of the next one that spawns.
They may res me behind the gas.
We're heading off to the left. It's like resing people behind Frogger. You know the drill.
Yeah.
You don't take damage for range.
True.
Hang on, let's see. Oh, I can run through it. Can't you guys?
Oh, I see 2 people dead, 3 people dead, 4 people.
We're going off to the left. When you come through, you're headed to the left.
Ooh, don't go down.
Careful of Valks.
Yeah, stop.
Patience is key.
So, was it announced who gets first? Frostmourne, Shadowmourne.
And Porcio.
Porcio.
Congrats, buddy.
It was gonna go to you, but you weren't raiding.
Sounds like Porcio got lucky.
How do these medium marks get split? Is it still just gonna be raids back last day?
No matter how dire.
Yep, same as all other loot.
Never forsake it.
MSOS +1.
Oh my god.
Isn't there a version that is off?
If there is.
I believe it's killing a boss, isn't it? Oh, the portal is active though.
We can summon on the other side.
Did you get that right?
Yeah, I got a timer.
I've never heard someone call him Flash.
It's Kisser. Valkyrie.
Oh, we got a Valkyrie.
Pick up the Valkyrie. Or Valkyr.
You don't have to worry about copyright infringement, it's fine.
I didn't.
Turfway has a +1.
You know who I miss? I miss 30
Sloppy was my guy.
Josh, were the only people that rolled 100?
Yeah.
Okay. I
still have to math it. I hadn't done math on all versions, so I'll just go with it's not a great version.
I didn't roll on it because it's the DPS, but
So assume we didn't get a trinket.
No. So okay, so with the tier tokens for the normal version, they eventually upgrade to the heroic version, but you need the other heroic piece, right? Is that remember how this works?
Yeah, you upgrade your actual gear to the next like higher.
Come to the left.
You're gonna need to buy the 10-man version and upgrade that to the 25-man version. Upgrade that to the heroic version.
Okay, got it. But you still need the heroic mark, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so regardless, we still
These
need.
pulled together. Kimmin, can you pick up the non-skull?
You need to stay away from these when they explode, right? After they die.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage.
Everything here is very classy.
Alright.
Indeed.
Sack out. Doesn't seem like it exploded at all.
On heroic, it'll take like 4/5 of your health.
I think the trash is the thing.
Maybe. Just seemed worse last time. Dude, it seemed way worse last time.
Kill the skull.
Should be Fester Gut next, so I'll go over some of the Fester Gut mechanics while we're killing these trash packs, but just stay focused on trash. So for Fester Gut, it's basically the room gets filled with gas, which will deal AoE to everyone, and Fester Gut eventually will inhale that gas in the room about once every 30 seconds. And that reduces the gas damage, but it'll increase the melee damage from the boss. So basically it's this, like, from a healer perspective, it's kind of this back and forth of lots of raid-wide healing versus heavy tank damage. After the third inhale, then Fester Gut will explode and wipe the raid. So it's a DPS check to make sure that we get it killed in time. All players have to collect spore. So this is a mini boss. This decaying Colossus dude. Is this it? The one that drops that special?
No, that's a dog
cosmetic item. Oh, that's right.
Where's Precious? Where's Precious?
Is that going on the loot list?
Nigel's using his roll tonight for it.
Sure am.
There's Precious.
Precious. And Stinky.
Sword to Duck Lord or something. It's a far bigger upgrade for him.
Sword also looks really cool.
So she's a glyph. Precious here is.
Yeah, this is just like Bluth with the.
Yeah, kill the plague scientist over on the left. So there will be a decimate moment here in a little bit. DSAC?
Turns out.
And we'll kill the ads. And then once the ads are down, then we'll get back on the boss. So I think in this case we want range to... Do they spawn on or near us? Do we want to be kind of max range near the back?
No, on it.
So you're gonna have to taunt.
And finish Precious.
ribbon.
Yeah, that's right. We killed your stupid dog.
The other one's on their way.
An abomination of unholy death.
I got dibs on fresh ribbon.
Sorry,
Press
Nigel.
start. Yeah, sorry.
Stinky.
You can just call dibs.
Stinky
left us
incoming on the
young
left side. Keep the chatter low for tonight. So on the Festergut tab, there you'll see that group 3 will be split to the left side, and group 4 will be split to the right side. Healers, you're gonna position yourself kind of around the around those two groups.
Taunt when you're ready. We going left or right?
You're going left. And we want to keep, I think it's
You're gonna want to talk to like.
Tony?
Yeah, range, you'll want to have about a range 8 for this boss. So loose spread around the outside.
Is that Sleepy?
He. You can sneak in the room if you hug the wall.
Roxy, you good? Oh, EDC'd? Okay.
And he's dying.
From what? Is there a pad back there?
There is. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Yep, one guy.
Trin's got it.
Sorry, I've been having laggy for all night. I just switched to my other internet.
Okay.
I got him. I
No
got him.
worries. Internet nonsense happens to the best of us. You can scooch in on. You can scooch on to the left or right depending on which side you're starting on.
Okay, the second round's going out. No, it says that you have one pending. Oh, another yeah, another flag jumper came here.
That gets range 8 for this boss. And basically the reason for that is there's a vile gas that's a disorient effect, where you'll basically just be rendered useless for 6 seconds, and you'll take damage, damage over time, during that window. So if there's people within 8 yards of you, then they too will also be disoriented. So we're trying to minimize how many people get affected. It's 3 at a time in 25 man, 1 in 10 man. So you just want to keep that loose spread, so not very many people are affected. Is Roxy good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, again, group 3 to the left, group 4 to the right. Healers, 1, 2, 3, Platemate, Triceratops, Nigel, you're off to the left. Kisser, Priest Mode, you're off to the right. we just want to make sure that we are at melee. You're going to be behind the bosses. Tanks, you're going to face him opposite of the way he's facing now, and tank him where he stands. Quick ready check, and then we're going.
And remember, if we get 3 spores on casters, one of the casters should run to melee.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
if we get 2 spores on melee or even 3 spores on melee, melee has to run up the caster.
That's right. Yeah. So there's 3 spores that will be distributed to the raid, and we just need to make sure that these positions that we're using, one clump off to the left, one clump off to the right, and then melee. We're gonna stay in that general position. So I'm gonna put some flares down now, and we'll just use that as our general positioning for where we want to be grouped for our spores. And just make sure that you are right on top of the group. You want to be nice and tidy stack on your group, something like that. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep comms clear for this because we'll be calling those spores out once it starts. Range 8 here is what we want for all of you ranged.
Spread.
Gas spores will be coming out here in a few seconds. Gas spore on Maddox and Zaramuk and Nerzel. So Nerzel will stay with melee. Zaramuk's over on the right. Perfect. Stick with the group. You need to be right on top of that spore. Now spread again. And that's the basic mechanic there. We nailed it that time. So it'll be get a little bit more confusing if there's 2 right or 2 middle or something. But generally speaking, that's it.
I'm at 5 step.
Next spores will be in 3 seconds. Stack
right.
up.
Spread.
Oh, okay, so we had a little bit of a snafu on spores there. Should be okay to keep rolling. So we want to nail this next spore. Keep in mind if there's 2 people in one position, one of you needs to cover the open spot. Look at where those flares are now.
I'm going to the other side.
Okay. Stack up on spores. Perfect. Much better.
Spread.
Spread. Heavier damage on tanks here. Big heals on tanks. Raid shouldn't be taking much damage. Outside of the vile gas selected targets.
AOE incoming.
Alright, raid damage is back up. Spores, regroup.
Spread.
Spread.
20 seconds.
Pick your range 8 just to be safe.
Is there an innovator available for pre-smoke?
You got it.
Thank you.
Taunting in 3, 2,
Nigel
1.
left. Move to your spore spot. Good adjustment, melee.
Spread.
Spread. Move to your spore.
Spread.
Hell yeah, you guys, that's super promising. We only really had one
Yay.
snafu there.
And sharp.
Other than that, those spores stacks were phenomenal. We're gonna use the valve here somewhere to.
Right here at the door.
Oh, did you guys already do it?
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on.
And Portia, were you able to pick up the quest? Okay, cool. I was just seeing if it dropped even if you weren't on it.
This shit drops even if
There
you're
should
not
be
now.
a trap.
Oh, even the blood. Okay.
Yeah, the blue post said you can get all the shards and stuff without having the quest.
Yeah, I knew shards, but that's directly a quest item instead of the raid drop. Nice.
Okay, so for Rotface, Rotface is it's a one-phase fight as well. Basically, there'll be ooze on the ground. So we're gonna move the boss basically directly behind him now to the wall to start the fight. So on the open, Kimmin will tank Rotface. Trindrun, you're gonna pick up the ooze. Kimmin, you just want to take the boss to the outside wall, just pick him up and then run straight through, and then we're all gonna follow Kimmin, so we get to that outside edge, and then we'll kite around the room. A quarter of the room gets filled with an ooze. It's just a slow and an AoE damage, so just don't stand in green bad on the ground. When the small ooze ads come out, then they're not tankable, and they follow whoever they spawn from. So you'll see an ooze spawn out of you, and they're just going to continue to follow you. When two of those oozes touch each other, then it creates a big ooze, which needs to be kited by Trend. So the way to manage those oozes is basically that you want to run it to the big ooze to get rid of it, and then that big ooze will be kited around the room, and it'll gain damage when other oozes get into it. When that big ooze gets to max stacks, it explodes. I think you want to be away from that explosion when it happens. But it'll throw out like AoE effect at your feet, so just get out of the bad at your feet. So basically, we're gonna follow the boss, stand under the boss, and continue to follow the boss as we kite outside of the oozes. And it's basically just this, constant movement type of battle where stay out of green on the bad, merge the small ooze into the large ooze, and stay out of more green on the bad. Or on the ground. Here we go. We're just gonna do a quick pull and get straight into it. day one. I trust everybody's here and ready to roll.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dude, what are you doing?
Spray.
We want to be following. I'm pretty sure we want to. Everyone wants to be behind the boss, like up toward the outside wall rather than in the center of the room. So just stay behind the boss as Kim and kites around the room.
No, normally he sees.
Stay away from the big ad. Stay out of the ooze on the ground.
This is just practice.
Shittier grab.
I thought that normally we keep the boss.
Yeah, that works way better.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Way better.
Alright, move toward the middle now. Kisser DSAC.
Run away.
We got 2 big ones.
Run
them
away.
together, right?
Yep.
I'm bringing them together.
Hey.
Gather, pick a plate. And as you're moving, you just keep that constant uptime on the boss. Nigel less.
Bring those 2 together, Nigel.
If you have a little ooze on you, you're bringing it to that big ooze.
Watch your step. Spray. Watch your step. Infection. Run away.
Stay out of the ooze. We still have enough to manage a kill here. Just need to make sure we're kiting those little oozes into the big ooze. As soon as you have a little ooze on you, just run straight over to that big ooze.
Run away. Wait. Run away. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Okay, move from your original spot.
Run away.
So what's happening is you're getting infected by Rotface. So it's a debuff on you. We're gonna wipe here in just a moment, so it's fine. Once we wipe, just run back in and we'll get back into it. So you're getting infected by the boss, and that infection will take a minute to count down. It's like a 5-second debuff or something. And after that debuff expires, that's what pops the little ooze out right next to you. And it just pops out right at your feet, and it follows you constantly. What you're trying to do is move it to the big ooze without moving it through other small oozes. So like, don't look for your positioning to make sure that you're headed toward that big ooze, but dodging the other little guys that are around you. Because what we saw there is we saw a couple big oozes that were out, and that means that 2 small oozes got merged together. But we were close.
Yeah. So if I may, when Rawface gets tanked in the middle, you stay behind him. You get the disease. You run to the off tank. You don't go to the ooze, you go to the off tank, and then you will be cleansed of your disease. When you cleanse the disease, the ooze spawns, and because you're at the off tank, it should spawn right on top of the big one. Then go back to the main group. You rinse and rotate. At 5 stacks, it's going to explode. Everyone needs to move from their original position. You have 3 seconds. You move from that location, and then you go back to DPS.
To watch for. So obviously, disease cleansers, be careful. Don't just cleanse wholesome. Wait for the person to be positioned before you cleanse. And when the big ooze finally explodes, so when it becomes big enough, it's just going to explode. It's going to cause a little sort of rain of small oozes. Those are at a fixed position. So watch your feet. If you see that it looks like a little glowing kind of green puddle starting to form at your feet, that means that an ooze is about to land. So just move out of the way. It doesn't follow you, right? It's a fixed position. So just move out of the way if you have to.
Now, Rumpel, we're gonna lust on open, but on that first attempt, there's been a couple fights where we'll lust on open normally, but I wanted to make sure we got settled before we lusted. Trent has a square on him, so he should be easy to find, so you can run it to him. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so the mutated infection debuff, it will either expire or it's dispellable, or abolish diseasable, one or the other. So you're good catch, you guys. I missed that. So you're running to Trend, and then we dispel. And so Kisser, Platemate, Priest Mode, the 3 of you were cleansing the diseases there. Just make sure you're using, good tip, Wasabi. Just like what's his butt, you're using Cure, not Abolish, and Kisser, Platemate, that doesn't apply to you, but just make sure that you're waiting to cleanse until they get to Trend.
Hey, should I not army just in case it might taunt one of the little oozes?
They don't have a threat table. They only chase the target.
Yeah, your army is fine on this fight. You can use it for DPS. Alright, pick up a new Hellstone. Braintree Priest Mode Nurse Food.
Yeah, okay, right.
Here we go. Lost.
Spray.
Okay.
Stay here, don't run back in yet. Over here. There you go, guys.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm starting my kite.
Okay, get that ooze out. Get that ooze out. He's in the middle. Get him out. Taunt him out.
Army is taunting it.
It's alright, Army will expire here in a moment. Once it does, then we'll adjust.
Run away.
Runs cat.
Crits will be next cleanse once he gets over there. Cleanse crits.
Crits come back.
Straight hits it.
Yeah.
Closer, not so close to me, closer to the ooze.
Perfect.
Exploding.
Okay, run away, run away, run away.
Dorg, pick up Kisser. Sarah Monk, you can onk if you have it.
Come out with the ooze.
We're gonna save the next battle res. On stock floor. Oh, he cloaked it, nice. Free Smoke can get his own cleanse once he's ready.
Okay, it's exploding. Move around. Get away.
Just kind of go to the outside, you're good.
Yeah, Dorg, you can just get out to the outside, since yours will be the next little guy that spawns.
Dorg, come over to square.
And then Grim will meet you there over around the same area. Dorg, you're looking for a square behind you.
Come to square.
There you go. Should be merging now.
Closer to the bar, to the edge.
Cleanse crits.
We got two of them.
You can still merge those two big ones, can't you?
I think so, yeah.
Big heals on me, big heals. I'm trying to bring them together.
Okay, PS out on you.
Closer to it.
Dispel wasabi.
Exploding. Run, run, run. Away from the boss.
Watch your step.
Is it away from the boss or away from the ooze that's exploding?
Well, just the general area.
You have to go where someone else was not standing.
Yeah.
It's gonna launch a spot everywhere where someone was standing.
Oh, I see what you mean, okay. 12%, stick with it, guys.
Trent is down.
Heals on gather.
Grab that big ooze.
Keep Nigel up.
Kind of tank it around.
We don't have a battle res here.
Watch your step. Move.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get it on this next poll. So there's a couple things we can clean up there. I didn't quite understand the fight as well from the videos, but I get it now. So basically, the two mechanics that we're not quite hitting yet, but we did a lot better that time, was when you get the debuff, you're just looking for trend. So just look for square. He'll be running around the outside edge. Once you find square, run straight to him. And then you're basically, you want to kind of get in between Trendron and the ooze that's following him. And the idea is that you're trying to lead the ooze. That's why you're going to trend, not the ooze, because if you go straight to the ooze, it'll get dispelled and then it'll spawn behind it. You know what I mean? So you want to get it, you want to get that small ooze spawned right in front of the big ooze so he can just follow in his same path and gobble it up. So you basically run to trend, get dispelled, and then you're kind of running the small ooze straight into the mouth of the big ooze. You can think of it that way, Pac-Man style. Pac-Man or hoover up the small ooze and then just get back to DPSing. And then the other mechanic is when you hear Trend yell, saying that the big ooze is going to explode. What you're looking for is there's like a bunch of things that get shot out of the sky. They're gonna land wherever any one person was standing. So you just want to be sure to not stand, not only just where you were standing before, you want to move out of that spot, but you want to make sure that you're not moving into a spot that someone else is at. So the idea is that when he calls it's exploding, look where everybody's standing at the moment, and then move to somewhere where they're not standing, and then just continue DPSing. And that's the rhythm of the fight.
Isn't this where melee like stacks on one leg, and then whenever they blow up, they switch over to the other leg like Algalon, so it's like dodging the shit that hits the ground?
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah, so we can just start left leg and then move to right leg, sort of thing. That would be fine. In fact, let's just use NERS as a stack point for you guys.
Also, when they hit the ground, they do have a little bit of an AoE area, so you got to move quite a bit.
I don't think.
Well, the boss will have to move when I move.
Well, yeah, not you in general. I'm talking about the melee. You can't take like a 2-foot step. You got to be like from one side of the boss to the other.
Think of it as max melee range on left foot to max melee range on right foot. And yes, you're right, Kim, and you're gonna need to move slightly as well to make sure you're out of your own position. Correct. So melee will adjust with you, and then they'll move to the opposite foot as well.
Do we know if he recasts the mutate injection on a new player the moment it's dispelled, or is he on a set timer on that?
It's a set time.
Yeah, and Dust Switch, good point. I didn't really call that out. I got distracted on the range groups, but in the sheet you can see the positioning there where we have 4 different quadrants. So just look at those 4 quadrants. Your name's in one of those boxes. Just go to those spots on the list, and you can just look at it as we're walking in from the bottom of that image. So S3 is off to our left as we're facing now. S4 is off to our right as we're facing now. Yep. Cool. Good convo, guys. Thank you for clarifying some of the mechanics that I didn't quite explain well on our first poll there, but we've got this. We were really close that attempt, and mechanically that looked a lot smoother. We just need to clean up some of those early deaths, and we've got plenty of DPS to knock it out. Nurse, you need a flask?
No, I just ran in.
Oh, cool. Did I switch your soulstones on Kimmin for this fight?
Did you just blow a horn?
pick up a new healthstone, please. And then I wasn't calling this out before either, but the explosions on the unstable ooze will be Kimmin will desack the first, Platemate will desack the second, Kisser will desack the third. And if we get a fourth, then Lintok will desack the fourth. Yeah, you're still moving, but we want to desack. Technically, if nobody screws up, the desack isn't necessary, but it just helps cover mistakes a little bit. And Nerzel, you have a mark for melee positioning. All right, here we go. Last.
Section rumplements. Out here.
Good news, everyone. I fixed the poison slime bites.
You can't hit it.
It won't come off you.
It's attached to you.
Okay. You're good to re-enter.
Go back, yeah, go back. Yeah, you gotta sit there and wait for it to go.
Okay, explosion incoming.
MND sack.
Watch your step.
Corsair, stay right there. Yep.
Dorg, pick up gather.
Infection. Runaway spray.
Okay, Ooze is at 4.
I died. Ooze is in the middle.
Does the ooze just roam randomly if you're dead?
It's a new target.
Oh, it does? Okay, cool.
Okay, explosion incoming.
Here, run outside.
Platemate desack.
Explosion going off.
Watch your step.
It's in the air.
Spray. Good news, everyone. I fixed the poison slime bites.
Got 3 little ones.
Lintok desack.
I'm coming back to you.
I have 2 big ones now. Trying to bring them together.
Great job, you guys. Much cleaner.
I have it for MRT medics. I changed my position mark from triangle.
Okay.
It's a trauma.
DBM uses circle for something, and also square peg, round hole kind of thing. We've always used triangle for melee.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's also a binding sheet.
Less important.
It's best for lobby.
Not normal.
Normal's basically same as this.
What'd you get?
I'll take all the tank and healing gear we can though.
Hold on.
At least it's a good item.
Normally, these doors close, and you just throw like a priest who can do Holy Nova and a boomkin in there, and it'll just kill all the bugs that are like at 1 health.
Okay, great. Let's do that. Gather in priest mode. Get in there and do it.
The other normal second is.
We're gather. Just gather in priest mode. No one else. And then
You don't want Triceratops in there with you?
He can come if he wants, but you'll see why.
Go, Triceratops, go.
Yeah.
Why is Zog fumble this?
Because he wants to get hurt. Okay, so basically the people in this area just take a bunch of damage and that's it.
Looks like we're taking damage out here, but I imagine we can deal through what we'll take.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was told I'd be safe out here.
I thought you would be safe out there.
Priest mode lies.
Oh, I did lie, sorry. I'm just here for the bugs, man.
Yeah, we won't do this next week. Just go all in and blow it up. Doesn't look like they're threatening.
Yeah, I thought they didn't do damage on the PTR. They must have changed it.
All good. Alright, Professor Putricide. So 3 phases, 2 intermissions, so this one's a little bit different from the fights we've seen before. DPS check, you know, that's more pertinent to heroic. This fight I'm pretty fuzzy on, but from what I understand, the off tanks will drink a potion, and that's on Professor Putricide's table over there, and that'll let you control a mutated abomination. So from a tank perspective, we'll have Trindron, you'll be the A-bomb driver, and Kimmin, you'll empty the boss. And then the mutated abomination is the important part of this. So in phase 1, we'll basically just DPS Putricide down to 80%. He'll throw some AoE and summon a green and red ooze that'll alternate from the pipes in the room. And Putricide needs to be placed on the green ooze. So once that green ooze is on the ground, then Kimmin, you'll just move it to the green ooze. You want to wait for that puddle to be dropped and then move him to the spot, because we don't want, well, just because. And then in phase 2, which will be after an intermission, he gets a couple new abilities, one of which is just some gas that puts at people's feet, so stand out of bad, and move the boss out of bad as well. And then the malleable goo, so you just want to make sure that you're moving out of any projectiles that are in a particular location. So he'll throw some bouncing projectiles around the room at a random player, and when it reaches that player, it explodes and does a bunch of damage, and gives you a debuff. So range, just be at max range on the boss. Okay, so we'll just go with that. Phase 3, when we get there, we'll kind of explain it on the fly as we go. But phase 1 is just DPS down to 80%. Kimmin will move it into the green spot, and then we keep DPSing from there. If you get targeted with the projectile, because it'll be random, just make sure you're max range from the boss and move away from that projectile. Quick ready check, and then we'll go. There's a ton of different abilities on this, so it's not worth going over all of the different abilities. In phase 3, he'll do a bunch more damage, so we just want to make sure that we're DPSing him really quick through that final phase. We're going to wait till phase 3 to lust, so we get out of that phase quickly. Yeah, Dust. You know, Dust, why don't we do the battle resers this time instead? You can do Dorg, I'll do Gather. I think that's probably better than doing us. I don't really understand why they want us right now. I'm sure it'll become clear later.
I think you get a plague, and the plague is supposed to be hopped between the warlocks when they're off away from the raid.
Oh.
That might be heroic though.
Okay. I'll look more into that after we've seen this. Okay, here we go.
Wait, double checking. Who's main tanking this?
4.
Kimmin, you're gonna be the A-bomb team. Yeah. Don't dispel the pet. This is one of those fights where we'll get penalized for dispelling the wrong thing.
John, get to the bottom. Drink him up.
To the green ones in the middle. Slurp it up.
And this pipe that's dropping the... oh, never mind.
There should be a move that you use to slurp it.
Stack up, stack up.
Oh god.
Help soak. Help soak. Help soak.
Is it immune to slows?
Yes.
Help soak.
Everybody has to stack.
Help soak.
Yeah, that's...
Help soak. Help soak.
So for the mechanic that killed us there, and Porcio, you're gonna pick that up first. That's the the mutated plague soaking. I didn't see the other than the audible announcement that said help soak. I didn't see how to visually see when that was happening.
Trin, that...
It's the green beam.
That move right there was like the slurping of the green stuff. As new ones come, you gotta run to them and then do your stunning move in between.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't the big guy like stun the ooze to slow him down a little bit?
Yeah.
More DPS on him.
Yeah, so the ooze's job, or the abomination's job, is to go to each slime pool, and you see how he's slurping it up now. As they get spawned, he slurps it up, and in between him slurping as the oozes spawn, he will use his slowing move that he gets added to his roster as he eats more slime.
Help soak.
So it looks like, from what I'm seeing, so you wanna use the ability to drink the first one, and then it looks like you they're saying kind of play with the second one in quotes, like you know, maybe not fully drink it right away. I think what they're trying to suggest, optimizing your energy generation. So it looks like it's maybe like a builder spender type of function where
what you're supposed to do is you're not supposed to fully drink the second pool until the third pool comes out, so you don't burn it all off. So it'll grow a little bit, you'll drink a little bit, it'll grow a little bit, you'll drink a little bit.
Yeah, cool, you get it.
I just got behind because my mouse disappeared, and then the A-bomb was just pointing in the wrong direction, and I had to WASD turn the A-bomb.
Sure, yeah, that was just our first exposure to it, so we'll that should help on the first. And then Juan, you were saying we want to stack up during that when we need to soak the mutated plague.
Yeah, the green goo, the damage is split, if I'm not mistaken, between everybody it hits. So we want to kind of stack up and hit it, DPS it down.
The green ooze always spawns from the same spot, right? So we should start the fight on the other side of the room, shouldn't we?
I would suggest just rotating where we were tanking the boss and then where we were standing in the middle. That worked last time for me really well.
Does the A-bomb scale with gear level?
My understanding is it does. I know some of the functions in this raid do. I'm pretty sure it was this A-bomb that was one of those, just like Flame Leviathan.
Doesn't he drop a big pool of poison too that's like permanently there? Like
yeah, we didn't quite hit that mark though. That's at 80%.
Okay. Yeah, because I was watching the video and he like dropped the big pool all the way over to the right where that...
Yeah, you got it. That's the one. So Kimmin will move it into that pool and we'll DPS him when he's in that pool. Correct. So Imporcio on that first mutated plague that we soak, you want to use Last Stand and Shield Wall. I assume you have that in your current spec. You just need to swap stances. Is that right? Yeah. So just pop both of them on the first one. Creating a Hellstone out for folks. All right, here we go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Grindel, move it over and suck up that first green puddle.
Yep. Okay. When the ooze spawn gets ready to stun it.
There's the ooze. It's out now.
Stun it.
Alright, now we want to use our Imporcio CDs, I believe, here.
Upset. Upset.
Help, sir.
Kim and DSAC.
Help, sir.
Gas cloud is out. Move away from that one.
Move away from that gas cloud. Keep your range as it moves. Okay, so this is our first intermission. After this intermission, it'll basically be the same as phase 1, but we'll have a couple new abilities, which is that debuff that'll reduce your casting speed or hit chance.
Get away from me, get away from me.
Watch your step.
We need some DPS on that gas cloud though. All range should be DPS.
Gas cloud's over on the right side.
Watch out, it's coming around to the side. Slow it down, that orange one, as much as possible. Yeah. Kill that orange gas cloud.
Watch your step.
Oh boy.
Help, sir.
Platemate DSAC?
Help, sir.
Oh, platemate is dead.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Help, sir.
So that orange one will like kill everyone if it explodes.
Help, sir.
You guys have been doing a good job of kiting it. I don't think everybody knew that they had to
Help,
kill it.
watch your step. Help, sir.
That's actually a case for all of these oozes that come out. We need to switch DPS to them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the videos are more important than the boss.
Help, sir.
Looks like melee as well. It's not just ranged DPS.
Yeah, on the green one, we all gotta like stack up on the guy that the green one's charging and help soak.
You can follow the green one in as long as you're strafing or backpedaling and still do melee to it.
Yeah.
So if you're not tanking the boss or the abomination or running with the orange ooze, you should be stacking on the green one.
I would also recommend at the pole, I'd say like everybody go in melee, range included, just so that the slime pools are close to each other for a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep stacks up on the boss.
Yeah, exactly. So if we can get those slime pools like near the boss for you, then we don't have to worry too much about them after. Just everybody be in melee at the pole, and then once he drops the slime pools, we can spread it.
So the slime puddles drop on 2 random players, so there's not really a way to predict who it's gonna drop on.
Yeah, exactly. That's why everybody should be kind of close and near melee.
But I think one of the I think one of those audible announcements is for when you're selected by the pool, or there should be some sort of audible or visual announcement. So just make sure you're like if you have boots, that would be a good time to boots near Trindle.
I'm gonna drop Jeeves here.
Thanks, dude.
Jeeves, that's a repair bot.
Yes, Jeeves.
You fucking poor.
Look, this was Jeeves' ancestors. We gotta be nice to him.
Proto-Jeeves.
Are we taking a break?
No.
Okay.
No breaks tonight. Cracking the whip.
Ooh,
30 minutes left.
That's fair.
You are so right. You are so right.
I'm gonna eat a Ferrero Rocher anyways.
That's a good question. I actually don't know. So, are you saying that there's a Sunder ability with the A-bomb?
Yeah, so there's a Sunder ability that stacks 5 times for 4% more physical damage taken by the boss. So it increases physical damage the boss takes by 20%.
Right, but Doclor, yours is also the same 20%, isn't it?
For what, exposed? Yeah.
I don't think they coincide with each other. I think they're separate.
I don't think they stack.
Keep stacking.
Yeah, I think they do stack. They're not one and the same. They're not like Sunder and Exposed.
I think we should worry about like getting the boss mechanics now before we worry about like attacks and DPS on the boss.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing multiple people say they do, and Grim is right. Mechanics matter more, but Trend can continue to do the Sunders, and we won't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not prioritizing them. I'm just trying to do that if I can.
Roxy, Kimmin, Danny Food, Kimmin Flask. I'm so proud of you.
Leader of the pack is on.
Leader of the Gypsy.
5, 4, 3.
Raintree, move aspect of the pack off, please. Thanks.
Ready to group up? Ready DPS to renews?
Group stack.
Stack up, stack up.
On the melee right.
Focusing the volatile ooze. And Emporcio, last stand, shield wall.
Help so.
Move back in.
Help so.
Great job. Back on Putricide. Kisser, you're gonna be next with Bop on
switching the
force. Swap to ooze on Porcio. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. Do you have boots Triceratops if it's still after you?
Oh, is it? Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, I see. Okay.
It should swap when we start.
Okay, so.
So we actually just need to desack those. That's not when you're shield walling in Porcio. You're right. I was wrong. We're all on the gas cloud. Finish that gas cloud. Back on
nice.
Side. Much better.
Stick together to use.
Oozes out.
Watch your step.
Sack.
Plate made desack. Regroup. Don't forget about your health stones. Dorg, pick up gather.
Target you.
Gather, pick up dust switch.
Switch to you.
Do you have boots crits?
Watch your step.
Green ooze, get stack.
Regroup on triangle.
Watch your help soak.
Him in DSAC.
Help soak. Help soak.
Should be on the ooze right now.
Red ooze. Watch your step.
Red ooze next. Gas clouds up. Should be on the gas cloud. We're finishing that gas cloud now.
Still ready.
On Professor Putricide. We're 2 healers down right now. Oh, green ooze is up. Is there DSAC?
Help soak.
Use your health stones if you need to.
Help soak. Help soak.
My A-bomb's low on health. Is it healable?
No.
I don't think
Help
so.
soak. Watch your step.
Did you say yes, Pipe Mate?
Oh, never mind. Well, I see it is gaining health. I'm able to cast heals on it, but it doesn't do too much.
Well,
That's crazy, man.
Red ooze, red ooze.
4 people alive.
You can wipe it up. Get back in. This guy's tricky.
I think we don't quite understand that explode. The bomb one? I'm not sure.
You have to get close to them because if you don't get close, then they take all the damage, right?
Green ooze, we all stack together and we just share the damage it does, and then it explodes, knocks us back, we just regroup again and repeat until it's dead. The tricky, I think what's killing us is malleable goo.
Yep.
Yeah, the bouncing ones. Yeah. It seems to target people, and if we're all grouped on the boss, they pretty much explode right away, and a lot of people get hit by it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's doing a lot of damage. And really hard DPS because it slows casting and attack speed by a ton.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the one, Malleable Goo is the one where the idea is that we want to be further away from the boss. So after that knockback, you'll see these like, it looks exactly like the small goos from the boss we were just doing. They just get thrown out from the boss. And we want to be, we want to dodge those or move away from those projectiles.
So basically Shadow Crash from that.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it actually. It looks a little different visually, but it's basically the same thing. It's like this slow moving lobbed thing that gets thrown out, and
It does 15k damage in a 5-yard radius.
Never mind the fact that we never got Shadow Dodger, okay? We can
dodge these goos. If you can dodge a shadow, you can dodge a goo.
There's 4 at once now. I don't know.
But yeah, we just want to, like, after the knockback, I don't know if it coincides with that knockback or not, I'm not sure on that yet, but regardless, like, if we're not in a position where we have to stack, then ranged, you probably want to get at range so that you can buy yourself a little bit more time to dodge it. I don't know what the pro tip is for melee, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
You can dodge a range.
And there's, looks like there's actually only 3 of them, but it doesn't matter if it was targeting you on the cast or if it was targeting somebody else, but if you get hit by it, then you get a really nasty debuff. So in addition to the damage, it's gonna slow your attack speed a bunch.
It's terrible for kills. I got it a couple times.
Yeah. It's a 250% slow on heroic, so it's pretty debilitating. Yeah, so like number 1 priority here is stack when called to stack. Number 2 priority is focus the ooze in terms of DPS. And number 3 is dodge the shadow crash. Or dodge the goos. A lot of DPS on the run here. Yeah, Hellstone's coming out. Boot over on the right.
Oh my god. Ugh! Too many priorities.
Alright, here we go. Green news.
Melee and
Help so.
Kim and DSAC.
Help so.
Red ooze out next.
We pushed.
That's actually pretty good thing.
This is good.
So gas cloud's in the back behind us. We want to turn and focus that gas cloud right away.
Best timing is no oozes, but right at the beginning.
Watch your step.
Malleable goo, make sure you're dodging it. Dodge now. There you go. Hell yeah, much better. Back on putricide.
Phase 2.
Green news coming too.
Stack up. Yes.
Platemate, you're gonna be desacking this next one.
Watch your step.
Whoa.
Help so.
Platemate, desac.
Help soak. Help soak.
Dorg, pick up priest mode.
Help soak. Watch your step. Ready.
It's still in favor of playing counter spell has cast the next time you get knocked back after the full
I've tried to spell the cast there.
because it doesn't show as protected for me.
Let's see.
Watch your step.
Valuable goo, move. Good job. Finish up the gas cloud, and then back on Putricide. Next malleable goo is in about 5 seconds. Get ready to move. It looks like it's random timing, but it could be any time now.
Watch your step.
Malleable goo, move.
Help, sir.
Alright.
Stack on rocks.
Kisser DSAC.
Help, sir.
Finish volatile ooze. Malleable goo is going to be in a moment. Get ready to move.
Help, sir. Watch your step.
Move now.
Ready.
Dodge. Great job. 10 seconds till next malleable goo. You're DPSing Putricide now.
Gas cloud.
Run. Keep moving.
Alright, swap and DPS the gas cloud. Goo could be any moment.
Get away from me, get away from me.
Dodge.
Oh my god. Oh.
Nice job.
Such bad RNG with gas cloud and the orange thing.
Green ooze now.
When is phase 3?
35%.
Remember the percentage?
30 or 35.
It's 35, yeah, you're right.
Green ooze.
Watch your step.
Dodge, dodge.
Help, sir.
Kim and DSAC.
Whatever you did in your pyramid worked. It's beautiful.
Swap to the Putricide.
How'd you do that?
I bubbled and it stayed on.
Watch your step.
Swap, dodge, dodge.
Gas cloud.
Then talk DSAC.
Try vanishing, and if the mage gets it, try it as well.
Watch your step.
Dodge, dodge. Back on Putricide.
Green ooze.
Green ooze next. Plate mate, you're gonna be this next DSAC.
Green ooze.
Swap to green ooze in the back.
Help, sir.
Plate
Watch
mate,
your
DSAC.
step.
Dodge.
Help, sir.
Is there an intervate for pre-smoke?
Trying to ice block. Just kidding.
We ran away from you while ice blocked. That's gotta be awesome.
Ready.
Okay, so ice block was the same thing as well.
Alright, we're gonna go into phase 3 here in a moment. Dodge, dodge.
Cloud.
Nice.
Yeah, you are.
That menu was beautiful.
So you're gonna want to keep big heals on Emporcio here for phase 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trin should be on main tank. Trin should be on main tank.
We've got Emporcio on him right now.
Okay.
Emporcio's got last stand and shield wall.
We want a lust now, you said?
Yeah, less now. Now would be a good time to him.
I
Himmed. That's fine, extra help.
Emporcio's down, so we gotta pick. We've got Kimmin on
Watch your step.
Putricide, so big heals on Kimmin. Then talk DSAC.
Okay, we're gonna get locked in the corner with these big oozes.
Watch your step.
You guys are gonna need to get out of that corner and around the edge. Kim and DSAC, as you're moving.
That's a big DPS check.
That's the fight.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you guys. Nice improvement. That was a lot better. Is there, like, should we go snag the first boss in the other wing? Or do we think we've...
should be pretty much free loot on normal.
Is Volithria the first on that other wing?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we do that? We're close on this guy. We really are, but we only have 13 minutes left, so I just want to make sure that we're picking up the loot where we can. Huge improvement there. Yeah, that was cool.
So, just going into that last phase there, is it best just to snag them on the wall and just literally back up along the wall in a counterclockwise rotation?
Maybe I'll look into positioning. I didn't take notes on positioning, tank positioning for every phase of every boss, but I'm gonna work on that over the weekend.
Who's the guy in Naxxramas who does that?
The video shows walking him around the wall.
We can worry about that later, but we're gonna head over to the right when you port up, and move over to Volithria Dreamwalker. So you'll fight. We're gonna fight waves of ads as we are healing the boss. So this is a really interesting fight in terms of the mechanic that kills. We're all here. So tanks, you can pull. Kisser's the only healer that's not here. Basically, we win by healing the boss to full, is the idea, and all of the DPS. Rather than DPSing the boss, you're keeping the room clean. So there's a kill prio in the Google Sheets document on the Volithria tab that shows you the add kill priority, like in what order. And we'll have one tank on the left. Kimmin, you'll be on the left side. Platemate DSAC. Trindron, you'll be on the right side. And then healers, you are going to be going into the portal when those portals are up. Hopefully you all have at least watched the video on the basics of this fight.
Well, it's not all.
Let's focus on this trash bag. Kisser DSAC. Finish up Deathbringer and get the reses out.
I think we stood in something we shouldn't have.
Yeah, she can't be allowed to cast that.
It's an Arctic chill from the looks of it. Are you saying that's an interruptible cast? Untalk?
It might be interruptible, but also it takes forever to cast. It should just be a target.
Oh, sure. Yeah, single target that down.
Yeah, I think we went full AoE when we shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's a good point. Quick reses. Also that, Grim. Yeah, so move out of the blue. Blue is bad there, and we can single target that. Add down whichever one is casting it.
Yo, did Croc, Scourgebane, and his dead Captain Grondel move up?
Yes.
Prepare for fight.
Okay, so back to boss mechanics. Healers, we'll go at least 3 of you, but I think we could probably do 4 or 5 of you. Gather and Zaramuk, you guys are both gonna go heals here for this boss. You don't need to swap until we get to the boss. We're all up. Tinks, you can pull next pack. Let's look for these casters. Are they the Frostbinders in the back, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't look like those ones are gonna social with this pack. Looks like these ones we can probably just AoE down. So we'll have priest mode. You'll stay out and heal the raid, and then platemate, triceratops, kisser, gather, and
if I get a bad blast wave, I might need a flex heal help for when the waves come out.
I think we'll do Zaramuk and priest mode on the outside, and then Nigel, platemate, triceratops, kisser, gather on the inside. There we go.
On the inside, we want to kind of run together, right?
You do, yeah. So you basically want to just find your healer partners, group up, and then go together. And the way the orb works, platemate DSEC. The way the orb works is it's like a pulse. It's not just stand there and then move through. It's like once you get in its proximity, then it will pulse, and you need to be near it enough to get the pulse when it happens. And if you miss one in the like rotation, then your debuff or your buff will fall off, and your healing isn't as strong. The more stacks you get, the more badass of a healer you are. And so you guys are gonna want to like, you're gonna want to call for the lust when you have a bunch of those stacks for big throughput. So like when you guys are around 30 stacks, that's kind of the mark that we want to shoot for. Or using lust, and then you just go ham on heals. Yeah, exactly. It's basically like Star Fox if you played that back in the day. It's a very good comparison.
Do a barrel roll. No.
He's quick. Be careful.
Does anybody know Star Fox's evil cousin? What his name is?
We're gonna focus on the boss. So we're only gonna get one pull at this. The ads aren't too threatening in terms of like overall damage. Really, it's a fight of consistency rather than it is like a DPS check or heal check, I suppose. So we just want to kind of get into that rhythm. The healers might botch the stacks a little bit. Don't get too frustrated with your approach. You just want to get back into the next portal as best you can and find your group.
Only a magic boss, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because that'll help with the heal throughput. Okay, quick ready check and then we'll get going. Again, Kimmin, you're on the left side, Trindron, you're on the right side. All of the healers that are going in are marked. I don't know if those marks will stand or not. I'll double check marks later.
On the
would somebody mind dropping a Jeeves real quick? I didn't snag the one before.
Can I get a mark?
Says I do Crusader Aura?
Yeah, Crusader Aura does work, correct.
Considered mounted, and you kind of swim while you're in the dream.
Yep. So you can pop Crusader Aura anytime you're in there, and Aura Mastery works with Crusader Aura as well. So keep that in mind. New Hellstone coming out, and then we're gonna pull. Dust just Soulstone Dork for the. Oh, never mind. You got Platemate. That's good. Last check. All right, here we go. Oh, if you canceled it, yeah, you can do Dork. They have you're gonna split between the two sides, so just I'm not gonna worry about assignments here. Just try and make sure you've got a good spread between left and right. Gotcha. So your number one priority DPS on the outside is the Blazing Skeleton. Number 2 priority is suppressors. Yep, you got it. Check out the spread in the room. Make sure we've got a nice spread on left and right side. The first portal will be summoning soon.
AOE incoming. AOE incoming.
So it's those rot worms that are getting you guys from your big AOE. Be careful with that. We don't need to be instant with our AOE there. Especially on the Zug tank side. I don't think his AOE threat is quite as good.
AOE incoming.
You good for Luscat?
Hey, Lust. Big heals. All in on the heals.
I'm healing as much as I can.
Remembering blazing skeletons are your most important.
AOE
Suppressors are
incoming.
next. Gorg, pick up Dust Switch.
Is there an innervator available for Cruise Mode?
Dust Switch is pinging his spot.
Watch your feet. AOE incoming.
Is there DSAC?
Flash is down.
Gather, you can pick up Flashy.
Okay, my mana's getting pretty low.
AOE incoming.
Him and DSAC. If you're a DPS on the outside, just float or adjust as needed. Right side's falling a little bit behind.
AOE incoming.
Blazing Skeleton is who we need to focus on. Four suppressors on the right side.
AOE incoming.
That's a rip.
Paladins, if you haven't used Lay on Hands.
So close.
Yeah. Okay, well that was good. We got to see an additional boss. It was good to get that extra boss exposure for tonight. Super cool first ICC night. We'll head in here on Tuesday next week and likely start with a heroic Marogar. We're gonna lean still pretty heavily into normals next week just to get a full clear under our belts.
Yeah.
But where we think we can pick up a heroic here and there, we'll look at kill times, DPS checks, etc. and logs and try and make a determination on which ones are best. If you guys have feedback on which ones you think we can handle on heroic, then you know, feel free to chime in Raider chat or shoot me a DM or whatever you'd prefer. Definitely open to feedback. You know, I'm learning this too, so whatever you guys have that we should take away as lessons learned from tonight, feel free to share.
And I was going to say, talk about 10-man groups real quick. We are going to just compile the data we collected from the survey. If you haven't responded to the survey, please do so as soon as possible. Yeah, we're going to put that together and put some groups together as soon as possible.
Yes! New Dr. Stone's out. Let's fucking go.
I wouldn't count on it necessarily being for this weekend, so like keep an eye out if you see if you see like an opportunity to go for a 10-man heroic, go for it. But definitely for next week we'll have those groups together. So.
Yeah, no harm in pugging it. I'm sure we can get something together this weekend, even if it's not the most common time from the survey. I'm sure we can throw something together for the weekend. But I know I'll be around. I'd love to do a 10-man, so we can figure something out. So, did you have a question?
Yeah. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. That's ICC Part 1. We'll be back next week, so come check it out. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Not likely.
Thanks
no.
for tuning
There's just so much
in.
prog in ICC that it's not really worth our time to spend true raid hours on